Okay, so we'll be analyzing the NU seasonal game versus Axrtix. I think it's pronounced. I'm not sure, but yeah, I'll give a little backstory on this one. So, long story short, I had too much on my plate. I may have taken too many tournaments at once. So I didn't prep for this properly at all. And while I did get some battles in the previous week, yeah, I had to well, I was in the middle of an OU battle, and then the person who was supposed to show up showed up like an hour and a half late. So the little time I had to practice NU was taken away from me essentially. So then Artix messaged me when I had no prep whatsoever. So I was like, okay, yeah, let's do this. And then when I accepted this challenge, I realized I hadn't updated the teams because there's a bunch of the ones that got moved up the tier, like Blissey and Serena and Drifblim. So like, yeah, I spent ages like swapping around Pokemon, and yeah, I mean it took me like 5 minutes and I threw a team together. So this team here is just a sample team, but wait, no, is this game 1 or game 2? I'm not sure. I think this is game 2 actually. Anyway, yeah, it doesn't matter what order to watch them. Okay, so this guy, he's a top player. I was not expecting to win. I'll be honest that I put most of my prep into OU because I didn't expect to win this one. I'll be honest. And yeah, this guy is top 100 in a lot of formats, and I've seen his name around. And actually, yesterday, Freezeye uploaded a video on his life, and I think it's a Champions League NU. He was facing Axrtix as well, so, and I think Axrtix won against him, so he's a good player for sure. But yeah, let's get into the battle. So this is an interesting team. He's got Snorlax. Bronzong is like not really a threat. Shaman is a bit scary, and obviously the Sneasel is very scary. So yeah. What is my lead here? Oh yeah, I remember now. Because I switched my Pokemon, I didn't have a hazard setter on this team. So I was like, oh god, I forgot. I realized like the start of the battle, I was like, oh, what am I gonna do? But yeah, I had a hazard removal at least in Decidueye because it has Defox. So yeah, okay. So what am I expecting to lead here? I'm not sure. Maybe I lead Heracross because it's good into a lot of things. Oh, I led Gudra. Okay. Interesting. I'm not sure why. Now, I'm expecting Bronzong to come in here because he's expecting Draco. But I go for Draco anyway because it's going to do chip regardless. It's the, like, Flamethrower was, I'm not going to pretend it was going to do a lot more, So I switch into the Dunsparce here, he gets Rocks. I'm looking at his team already and I'm like, you don't really have a Dunsparce answer other than Sneasel. So, and I can Terra on you, so like, it's kind of already a bad position for him. So I start setting up. Oh no, I went for the Shadow Ball. Okay, I understand. Oh yeah, because this is right. Okay, he used the same team as last match, I think, and this is why I was like, he was gonna expect me to set up again, so I just attacked immediately for the chip. Which didn't work out. I'm wondering if he went to Snorlax regardless, probably. He's gonna curse into Body Press. But yeah, so it didn't work out. I go Decidueye to get rid of Defog and to be immune to the Body Slam. Now, yeah, he starts setting up, so I switch into Gudra again. Okay, yeah, I'm going for the Draco. Oh, Acid Spray into Draco. That's it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That I remember now. Yeah, I get parried, which is kind of annoying. I get the Draco off again. Bronzong eats it well. I probably go back. Oh, I go Miss Magius. Okay. Oh yeah, I was expecting Rock, so I wanted to Shadow Ball for bigger damage than just Dodon. It was a bit risky, but I don't think he has Gyro on this one. So yeah, Shadow Ball does great here. He's gonna, I imagine, go Snorlax this time. Yeah, I stay in anyway just to try and get a kill. Yeah, Gudra comes in. I'm going for that Acid Spray into Draco here. I might hard Draco just because I'm not sure I survive. No, I didn't. Okay, that's a bad play on my part. Alright, I was Acid Spraying, so the next thing could come in and get more chip. Yeah, that makes sense. This was for the Dunsparce to set up, I think. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I come in now. I Calm Mind, always Calm Mind, and then now he hasn't got anyone, so he has to try and power me. Body Press does a lot through crit, but I mean he can't out damage my Roost. I Roost here always. I know Sneasel can't KO, so I just get a kill here. And now I'm looking at the rest of his team and I'm like, nothing else here can kill me unless you get like a Bronzong crit. And I'm faster than you, so you never had a chance. And now the only chance is the power. Now, I'm pretty sure I got powered a lot here, which makes the game last a while. Let's see. Okay, so it does 42, so I want to. Like, yeah, okay. Like ideally, I should count mine again, but it's a battle of how many times I get powered into how many roosts I have left, because I only have 6 left now. So I don't want to get too greedy and then I run out of roosts and don't get the kills I need before I die, you know. So yeah, it's a bit of a hard to say. I feel like one more enough should do it, because like one more combine, because then it puts it in a 2-hit KO range. So yeah, maybe I go for that. Yeah, okay, he stays in. He gets another crit, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. I Roost here, always. He's gonna start body pressing again. See? Yeah. Ain't doing too much. But with the powers, it could end me, so I do need to. Well, I just need to not get unlucky, really. So yeah, now. Oh, okay. I Terra because I realize here I'm like, okay, if I keep taking 20% every time, I'm going to be in a bad position because I'm gonna run out of roofs sooner or later. So I Terra here so I can take less from the body press. And then him Terroring here is not a good play in my opinion, because it just makes you weak to Boom Burst, which is just a significantly stronger move. So yeah, I don't know why he Terrored it, but he Nightshades, which activates Rowd, but doesn't really play a part until a bit later, I'm pretty sure. No, it does, because I'm faster now. Okay. But yeah, he still goes for the body presses. I'm not sure why. Like, Nightshade's surely better. Okay, he's going for +6, but he's going to die before he can do it. Yeah. I don't know why he'd burn his Terror though, if I'm being honest. Now, Shaman ain't going to do anything. He misses anyway. And dies, yeah. And then now, like, what's the rest of his team going to do now? Snorlax is in KO range. The route takes effect here. Sound Slash can't do much to me. Unless I, like, he gets a crit, but it's fine. Unless I get parried, I'm not in a bad situation. And Altari that also dies. But I think I get parried here, so I had to Roost. Because I didn't want to risk, like, dying. I mean, like, there's no way I lose anyway, but you know, I might as well just play it safe. And yeah, Brave Bird doesn't do anything. Get powered again, but it doesn't matter at this point. Um, yeah, now I remember. This is what I was talking about when I said it did extend the game a little bit, just because of the Paris. I suppose like always going for Boom Burst is better because if I wouldn't live anyway, like the Boom Burst would have killed. Um, but yeah, that was game 2. So I viewed the wrong game first, but yeah, we're going to the next one. Okay, so this is game 1. Um, this is the one I was talking about where I said it was a sample team, but I replaced the Drifblim for Cypher because it gets default also and is immune to ground moves. The one change I would make is I put Aerial Ace on it, which is not good because obviously Dual Wing B exists now. So yeah. Now this is a more complicated than the first one. This is definitely more complicated. Well, the second one technically. So yeah, let's get into this. So Rotom, I trick him immediately because I'm like, yeah, I'm not letting you set up. Maybe he predicts that and goes to the body slam, or he just, I mean, yeah, that's probably what he did. Now I just get my rocks up for free because I know he ain't gonna do much damage to me now. He goes Altaria, which is fine. I wasn't expecting Willow. I was expecting like default or something, but it's all the same. Copperaja isn't exactly like a huge big hitter. So yeah, he does default here. I get my dead on spots and he willows. I Calm Mind. Yeah, so now I'm gonna start Shadow Balling, I imagine, right now. Okay, he terrors it. Yeah, he does it again. I don't know why. So he did it both games. Like, I get you're weak to Shadow Ball, but Boom Burst hits a lot harder than Shadow Ball at neutral. So yeah, let's see. Boom Burst here. It should be a 2-hit. It is. He Iron Defense again, which is interesting because he's slower than me, so he probably dies here, right? No, he just survives. Now is he gonna Brave Bird? Yeah. I Roost if I imagine, and he dies. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, now this is where I was like, okay. So he dies. He brings in Sneasel, and he knows that if I just, I'm, I'm not sure if I survive this. I mean, I do. In hindsight, I do survive this. However, I'm like, there's no way I want to eat a close combat for no reason. So I'm very tempted to Terra, but he could also predict that, as Fairy is one of the most common Terra types we've done, and if I eat a Gunk Shot, I'm dead, right? So, well, almost dead at least. But anyway, he knows that, and so he baits it and then switches into Bronzong. Okay. Now, at this point here, because it's the first match, I was like, okay, is this thing gyroable? Because why would you bait that? I was like, yeah, that's interesting. But no, he just sacks it. And then I imagine he goes back into Sneasel. Yeah, and now here I'm like, okay, I don't really have an answer to this Sneasel, so I'm gonna go Quillfish, and that should eat the Gunk Shot, no problem. And then, yeah, Inner Focus is fine. I mean, the Intimidate would have helped, but it doesn't matter. I think I flipped on here. Oh no, I get spikes up. Okay, because I know he doesn't kill. Makes sense. So yeah, I mow. I wanted to leaf storm. Yep, I get the KO. So now I'm looking at his team and he's like, he's 3 down. I'm like, okay, it's looking good. The only issue is the Sneasel still, because it does well into my whole team, except Goldfish. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna sack you. Oh no, I don't. I go hard Goldfish and don't sack. That's probably a bad play. So yeah, he swords dances. I'm like, okay, this is getting out of hand. So what do I do here? Do I go? I think I go Grimmsnarl, or do I flip turn into Grimmsnarl and then Parting Shot, right? And then that baits him. I'm hoping he, at this point I'm like, okay, I know for a fact that Grimmsnarl doesn't kill with Sucker Punch. However, if I force him to be in situations where he has to go for close combat, like going into Copperajah for example, that lowers his defense, which means that he gets put into Sucker Punch range. That's the idea behind it. This is what I do. I sack a few things just to bait him into going for CC. So yeah, I'm immune. So now he has to CC here, which he does. I then go back into Grimmsnarl into Parting Shot, I think, right? Yeah, there we go. Now he's still not in range, but next time he should be. So I go Cool Fish. I know Junk Shot doesn't kill, and I know the close combat has does a little more. So you're trying to bait him to going for it again. He doesn't know. He goes for Lash Out because he knows what I'm aiming for. Which is not what I expected, I'll be honest. But yeah. Then I flipped up the. Oh yeah, because he went for the mid ground, it allows me to get the flip turn chip, which then also puts him into sucker range. So like regardless of what he did, like if he doesn't kill me, you're in sucker range. If he goes to if he does try and kill me, you're also in sucker range. So yeah, it was an interesting one. So yeah, now I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna sucker. I'm hoping he sacks, because if he doesn't, I'm still it's kind of annoying. But like even in neutral, I still think sucker kills, so it doesn't matter. Actually, if he doesn't sack, so yeah, he will. Oh no, he didn't. Okay, right. So what do I do here? Parting Shot again into Scyther. Oh, Rotom. Okay, that's all right. Okay, because I didn't want to take chip, and Mo's already served its purpose. It doesn't really do much right now. So yeah, that does make sense. So yeah, I imagine I go Scyther here for free, and then I U-turn because I know he's gonna switch. Oh, I went for Aerialist. Okay, which is good because now I can close combat into his Snorlax, and that's what I do. And now he goes to Sneasel. I go back to Quillfish. I know it's done its job, so I sack Quillfish and then I go back into Grim. Oh, it doesn't even kill, so flip turn kills. He does. Oh, he switches. The Shaman trying to put on the pressure, I guess, on the switching. But thanks to that, I get to choose. Thanks to living, I get to choose what I bring in. So obviously, I'm going to bring the Scyther in, and then go for the Aerialist forever. Yeah. Now I can. I think I U-turn into Grimmsnarl, right? Which always means I can kill him with Sucker Punch. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it was actually quite a fun game. It's just a shame like that his team didn't have many answers to the Dunsparce from the start, which is kind of how I swept him in the second match. Um, but yeah, I didn't put any prep into this. I'll be honest, like I'm a bit of a fraud in that sense because I just didn't get enough time. I threw too many tournaments at myself at once. I had 3 tournaments that day, plus Kitakami Prologue to practice for. which is a bit annoying. And then I had the Saloon Suspect that I wanted to prep for too. So yeah, it was a lot going on. But yeah, I got the win against a pretty credible guy. So I'll take that. I'm pretty happy with that. Considering I didn't prep well at all. I did about 40 matches on week 1, and then the second week I didn't practice at all. That's why I had to change the team like 5 minutes before the match, just to update to the new tier changes. So I mean, I'm lucky because Scyther put in work this game. So like, if I didn't have Scyther, it would have been a bit harder to break the Shaman. But yeah, GG to Axrtix, and yeah, I'm happy I got the win.